Chapter 9. The Dividend Kings. The thing is, if you're just oogling fat current dividend yields, you are missing the more profitable boat. When it comes to dividend investing, the far smarter play is to zero in on companies that consistently increase their dividend payouts. Wealthify. Johnny's Lemonade Stand was a hypothetical example of a company that paid a dividend each year to its shareholders. There are hundreds of real businesses that do the same thing. More than 400 companies in the S&P 500 currently pay a dividend. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that all 400 will be worth investing your investment dollars. Keep in mind that dividend payments are optional. The company management team decides how much, if any, dividend they will pay. The dividend may be reduced or stopped altogether if the business runs into hard times. Company management does not want to cut the dividend because it often leads to disaster for their stock price, but there are certain cases where they have no choice. Take Kinder Morgan, for example. At the beginning of 2015, you could buy a share of Kinder Morgan for $42. In that same year, they paid out $3.32 in dividends. If you had bought $100 worth of KMI, you would have expected to receive $8 in dividends. That's an 8% return from dividends alone. Who wouldn't want to invest in them? Unfortunately, gas prices plummeted in 2015. Kinder Morgan's business prospects declined with them. Not only that, but Kinder Morgan had loaded up their company with lots of debt to pay for future growth projects. It was not a good combination. Within a year, Kinder Morgan's business eroded so fast, they were forced to cut their dividend by 75%. The 8% dividend yield at the beginning of 2015 ended up around 2% by year end. Not only that, but the stock price fell by more than 65%. By the end of 2015, your $100 investment in KMI would have been worth just $35. That's why finding companies that pay dividends is not enough. The best strategy is to look for companies that not only pay a dividend, but those that have a high probability of continuing to pay one in the future and grow it each and every year. These are the companies that will build long-term wealth for you and me. We don't want to own a bunch of companies that pay high dividends but have poor prospects for future growth. These stocks have high yields, even 10 or more %, but are not worth buying. Why not? Chances are pretty strong that these dividends will be cut in the future. At the very least, they won't increase year after year. We want to buy the kinds of companies that have incredible businesses that we can rely on to pay us a generous dividend today and keep growing that dividend for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Few companies are good enough to sustain this kind of growth. Most will be killed by global competitors, better products, or poor management. That's why dividend growth is such a reliable measure of quality. If a company can afford to grow its dividend for 10, 25, even 50 years in a row, they have to be doing something right. They have a product or products that are in high demand and will likely continue to be in demand in the future, no matter what happens to the economy, technology, or investor sentiment. The ability to pay and grow a dividend automatically eliminates most non-quality companies. Consider that there are currently 12,419 stocks available for purchase. We can whittle those down pretty quickly using dividends as a screening tool. Only 2,092 of those 12,419 currently pay a dividend. Just 1,172 were able to grow their dividend over the last 3 years. A minuscule 183 were able to grow their dividends over the last 10 years. And just 18 companies have been able to grow their dividends for 50 consecutive years. That's less than 0.15% of stocks. To get an idea of what kind of companies we are looking at, let's meet the list of 18 Dividend Kings. The Dividend Kings. There are currently 18 companies that have paid and raised their dividend each and every year for 50 years. These are the types of companies that we can use to build incredible wealth over time. From 1991 through 2015, the S&P 500 index returned 9.8% per year. That would grow a $1 investment to $10.45. An equal investment in each of the 18 Dividend Kings would have generated a return of 14% per year. That would grow a $1 investment to $26.67. Here is the list of companies. You'll probably recognize a few. American States Water, ticker symbol AWR. Cincinnati Financial, ticker symbol CINF. Colgate-Palmolive, CL. Dover Corporation, ticker symbol DOV. Emerson Electric, ticker symbol EMR. Farmers and Merchants Bank, FMCB. Genuine Parts, ticker symbol GPC. Hormel Foods, ticker symbol HRL. Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol JNJ. Coca-Cola, ticker symbol KO. Lancaster Colony, ticker symbol LNC. Lowe's, ticker symbol LOW. 3M, ticker symbol MMM. Nordson, ticker symbol NDSN. Northwest Natural Gas, ticker symbol NWN. Parker Hannifin, ticker symbol PH. Procter & Gamble, ticker symbol PG. And Vectren, ticker symbol VVC. When you are looking for a good investment for the future, companies that have historically grown their dividends for several years in a row are typically better investments than those that have not.